won't give in, been through too much. I done prayed for the money, I done prayed for the fame. I done prayed that I will make a sacrifice and play this game. I done prayed that my life would never be the same. I done prayed that I will make it bring glory to my name.
Motherfucker. This shit is clean, bro. Fuck
Ooh,
off with your dirty shit, bro.
I like the little seat. Let me see the couch.
Yep. What about
Yeah,
them
that's
shoes, man?
That's my house shoes, bro. I keep them by the bed. Fuck off.
No, man. Dirty.
I keep my shit. I keep my shit clean, bro.
You dirty. What the fuck are you eating out of,
bro? I got beef stew. I make homemade beef stew. That shit lasts me about 3 days. I got some carrots in here, celery, onions, potatoes, beef.
You eating like it's the Great Depression.
That's some good shit. Is what it is. Finest knows about that shit, bro. The fuck is on your face, Finest?
Look at this guy. You got a shirt underneath that sweater there, Chief?
No, I just got back from the gym. I haven't even showered yet. I burned 1,100 calories, Finest.
You working out with Nick?
No.
I see. I see you starting up your acting career.
Who? Oh yeah, you saw that JC Penney ad?
Bro, I'll be watching Nick's story, Snapchat story every day. That shit's so funny. I love watching that shit. So you come in with the football?
Oh yeah. You like that form?
Yeah.
Like a young Aaron Rodgers.
Did you work out in that?
No, this is my
I'm about to say I am.
My shit gets. Bro, I have a problem with sweating. Like
Obviously.
it's almost to the point where I get self-conscious, bro. Like I'm legitimately fucking dripping on the ground. Like
just let it happen.
Pants, everything. Everything's just fucking. It's like I took a shower in my clothes, bro.
That's fine. That's fine.
That's good, is what it is.
I'm the exact opposite.
Getting the toxins out. Do you understand that? That's fine.
You don't sweat, Finest?
No, I love sweating, but I work out. Like even in the summer here, when it's 110, I'm full sweats head to toe. Otherwise, I won't sweat.
Mine. I would die. I would die of dehydration. I sweat so much I would dehydrate in 5 minutes if that was the case.
Go look at if you look at my Instagram, I always work out sweatpants. I never work out in shorts.
I would literally dehydrate.
I won't build a sweat.
I would dehydrate in 3 minutes.
What's your resting heart rate?
Like 40, high 40s.
God damn, dude. I'm trying to get my shit down, bro.
To what?
I'll hover at like 80.
80?
Yeah.
That's not too bad, though. I think the average human resting heart rate is like 75.
I don't know what mine is. I just know I took my blood pressure the other day, and I did not like what I saw. Bad. Really bad. Real bad.
Oh, man. You can look on your Apple Watch?
I'm sitting at fucking 90 right now, bro. I did just get done working out.
Yeah, I was about to say you just got finished.
But yeah, I'm trying to bring that down. Finest.
Yeah.
Calvin's not gonna be on this podcast, is he?
He said he's gonna be 10 minutes late, so he should be.
Oh, he's gonna be 10 minutes late, or he's gonna be on. He couldn't go until 10.
Oh no, he's gonna be 10 minutes late. I can't get on at 10.
Oh, bet. All right. Well then I'll save it. I'll save it for I got something, especially with Calvin too. I wanna hear his thoughts on it, but we can save it. And I'm just gonna be honest with y'all boys. I don't think that there's anything worth talking about that national championship game last night.
No.
There's nothing to say about it.
I turned it off.
Talk about how the committee just hey, what did Mark say? What did Mark say? What did Mark say? What did he say? We want to expand it and let these smaller schools have a chance. We want to give them a chance.
Still fine.
TCU's not a smaller school.
I mean, they technically are. Their enrollment's pretty low.
They're Power 5. Well, yeah, population-wise, but they're Power 5.
Okay, I get that. But, come on, man. The 65-7.
People still watched it, though.
Bro, I mean, TCU went up against Michigan and scored 51 and beat them.
Well,
it's just fucking Georgia is what it was.
It's a bad matchup. Really bad matchup for them, period. I told you that yesterday, Mitchell, when I told you Georgia and the points. I didn't think it'd be that bad. I thought Georgia would win by the 3-4 scores. But it's just like, I mean,
It wasn't even close.
I love
no,
it.
the game
I'm not
was
gonna
never
fake it.
close. It was never close. Even when it was 10-7, you didn't feel like it was a game.
Y'all remember that college basketball national championship 2 years ago when Baylor won and they just came out and absolutely smacked
Gonzaga,
was it
wasn't it?
Nova? Who was it? Gonzaga, yeah.
It was Gonzaga.
Just came out and absolutely railed them, just blitzed them off they
Yeah.
were playing full court from the get-go, taking everything one-on-one, just blitzed them. That's what last night felt like. It felt like that
I told
again.
you it was a terrible matchup. And what did I say? What did Brock Bowers do to them? I said the tight ends were a problem for TCU.
Oh, he had over 100 receiving, didn't he? Something
He had
stupid,
like
like
190.
150.
Bro,
He had like 192 touchdowns.
problem is, Mark, is that it was everything.
Well,
They did whatever they wanted to, bro. They could have put third string in and do whatever they wanted to. Kirby Smart went for it on fourth and 5.
Did you not see the fourth quarter? He put all his backups in the start of the fourth quarter, and they still scored 2 touchdowns with ease.
Kirby Smart went for it on 4th and 5, up 45-7.
Yeah, because
they went out there and blitzed them.
I want to say for Kirby, what a job he did to actually make those kids. I can't believe they actually believe this, but it seems like they really did in the post-game interviews. This is for everybody thought we were going to go 6-6 and 7-5. Who the hell thought they were going to do that? Who?
Well, there's a lot of media buzz about them not doing as well because you can look at what they lost sending to the draft.
This okay.
I'm just people,
well,
like media. Oh, they're losing all these defensive players to the league, all these offensive guys.
He reloads. It's just like they're the Alabama of the East. They're going to reload every year. Just because they lose all these guys at draft doesn't mean the guys on the bench aren't just as good, if not better than them.
I think it'll probably change once they go to the 3-team divisions that they're doing. Because Florida's going to eventually – is it – no, it's 3 per division, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they totally just fuck Vanderbilt in that too, by the way. You know Vanderbilt's got to play Auburn and Alabama every year.
No, it's going to be Vanderbilt, Tennessee, and Alabama in their pod. They're calling them pods.
That's a terrible thing
because they want to keep the Auburn. They want to keep the Auburn and Alabama rivalry, and they want to keep the Auburn or Tennessee and Alabama rivalry.
Yeah,
and that'll be like Georgia. What would it be? It would be like Georgia, Florida. Who would be in Georgia and Florida?
Probably Missouri.
LSU, maybe. Yeah, LSU, maybe.
I was gonna say, I think a pod.
South Carolina.
Yeah, South Carolina. They should make a pod.
Mizzou, Arkansas, Texas. Or no, they'd keep Texas and Oklahoma in the same pod. So Mizzou would be with Texas and Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Texas, Oklahoma.
The old Big 12 pod.
It might be Texas A&M in there.
They'll keep Mizzou and Arkansas.
So Mizzou, Arkansas,
Mississippi State.
No. It'd either be Ole Miss or Mississippi State because they're going to keep Texas with A&M and Oklahoma. They're going to bring back the old Big 12 type stuff. But honestly, they should just put all 4 of the old Big 12 teams in that pod.
I could have sworn it was a 4-team pod system.
I'm looking it up. I got it.
I just know they need to also try to even out each pod to make it even. So Vanderbilt should be in there with – I feel like you should put Tennessee in there just because of that rivalry. And then damn near Mizzou and
Arkansas, South Carolina.
You're right.
Arkansas, Mizzou, it's 4.
Where's Kentucky going to be?
You're right. It's 4. It's pod A would be Florida, Georgia, Kentucky, and South Carolina.
That makes no sense.
Pod B is Alabama, Auburn, Tennessee, and Vanderbilt. Pod C is LSU, Mississippi State, Ole Miss, Texas A&M, and then Pod D is Arkansas, Missouri, Texas, and Oklahoma.
That makes no sense.
It makes sense to do it geographically.
Yeah.
No, because why would you – okay, if you're going to have Florida and Georgia in the same pod, right, which makes sense, and South Carolina, why are you skipping the Vols or Vanderbilt to hop over to Kentucky? I don't get that.
Because the Vols rivalry with Georgia really isn't that old. I don't think that we started playing them yearly until the 90s.
But yeah, you're
right. What's the Vandy pod?
But they're not keeping Florida.
It's Alabama, Auburn, Tennessee, and Vanderbilt.
Yeah,
which would make sense.
Yeah, those are like one of the two oldest rivalries in the SEC. So it makes sense to keep those two together.
Yeah.
Skipping over to Kentucky doesn't make any sense to me.
Well,
it's semi-geographic. And then some of it's just what makes sense.
I mean,
Georgia or Bama.
They want to keep their rivalries.
Those 4 teams will play each other every year. Like, they are set. But then you're going to pick up, I think, because they're going to play 9 conference games. So you're going to play 5 other teams from the different pods. So they'll keep it regional. They'll keep it regional. They'll put Kentucky versus Tennessee versus Vanderbilt versus Georgia the same way. I'm telling you right now, they will.
No, the thing with it is that in the system you get to play. You'll get to play every team in the SEC every 3. Is it 2 or 3 years? It's every 2 or 3 years you're going to get to play every SEC team.
I think it's every 2. No.
Which would make sense. No, it might be every 3.
I think it's every 4.
Sure
I think if you play there all 4 years, you would. I think I think it's every 2.
This is gonna hurt them as a conference.
No, I don't think it will.
It's not going to.
There'll be more money. There'll be more money though.
There'll be more money. I'm not talking about financials. I'm talking about teams.
No, that doesn't matter.
They're gonna beat the hell out of each other. They're gonna beat the hell out.
They're doing that. We're doing that already.
Yeah, but they still have 4 non-conference games. They can schedule 4 cupcakes before they get into that.
But then you get the 12. You get the 12-team playoff, so you're getting more teams in.
You're taking a non-conference game away and substituting with a brand new conference game.
But it doesn't matter. The SEC is going to get 4 teams in every year, 4 to 5 teams every year.
Yeah, probably.
So they're not really beating up on each other.
Just the SEC Invitational, and those top 4 teams, guess what? Will be the top 4 teams remaining every year. I'm telling you right now.
That's all I want.
That's fine.
Like I tell you, every year when it comes to college football,
and then we're going to listen. Then we're going to listen to the Big Ten people screech.
That's fine. That's what I want.
Calm down, Mark. Calm down. You need to calm down over there. Let's not act like the fucking Ohio State didn't just go up there and lose a game-winning field goal versus a team that just beat another team 65-7.
Georgia. They matched up.
So then don't say that the Big Ten's never going to be able to compete with them because they just did.
But conference no. In Mark's defense, top to bottom, it doesn't compare.
That's my
top
point.
to bottom.
No, they're going to screech. They are going to cry. I never said Ohio State can't compete with the top-tier SEC schools. Of course they can. I said the Big Ten people are going to scream bloody murder when 4 of the teams that make it in the playoff every year are SEC schools, and they dominate, and they finish with 3 of the top 4 remaining, or they finish with all 4 remaining. That's my point.
I don't think – I mean, who's going to screech you? They'll get Ohio State and Michigan pretty much every year.
Ohio State fans, they're going to scream.
Ohio State and Michigan are going to be in it every year. Why are they going to be screeching?
Harbaugh's leaving.
Well, that's fine. Penn State, and then what?
James Franklin has
USC, and then USC is going to be in there. UCLA.
USC's a maybe too.
Bro, USC will be in there, bro. USC.
All know SEC is king. That's all that matters.
It's the best conference, top to bottom. I get tired of people. Well, all you SEC fans, y'all just root for Georgia and Alabama to win and LSU. That's all y'all are. It's just those tops. That's bullshit. The top to bottom, that conference is elite.
Even if
everybody knows it,
I don't give a shit. If Bama wins it every year, fuck it. You're not SEC then. Beat them.
Well, here's my thing. It's not only that. It's these other schools put a lot of people in the NFL too. They just act like SEC doesn't put the most players in the NFL every year by a wide margin usually.
I think that you'll see it start to even out. The players are going to be more spread out now that there's more teams that can get into the national championship. USC is back on the map.
Well, I'll tell you what.
USC has the easiest job recruiting out of almost any college, especially now that they're actually relevant. Texas will be back.
Yes, yeah. The move to SEC is going to benefit them so much. It's going to destroy Texas A&M and Oklahoma, but the move to SEC, I disagree.
Texas A&M's got so much money. Market is the most ridiculous. They got more money.
Yeah, what'd that money do this year? They bought all the recruits. They bought all the recruits. They had the same record as Vanderbilt.
I mean, I feel like that's kind of just that's Jimbo Fisher's fault because he's recruiting. He's
a great
obviously not
coach.
recruiting with the strategy because
He
he had a
signed the
bunch of
number one
idiots on that
class
team
last
too.
year.
I
He signed
know,
number
but
one
he's not.
class.
He's signing just any 5-star he can get. He's not signing with trying to put together a team. He's just putting together talent. That's what he's doing.
Well, I mean, that's what 5 stars are. That's what you do when you recruit them. You're trying to. I mean,
He's doing
by
what
the
the
way,
Knicks tried to do. That's what he's trying to do.
he
Is
signed
what?
the number one player in the country last year. He signed like top. He signed like out of like top 10 players in the country. I think he signed like 4 of them, 5 of
And
them.
they don't play well together. So I'm saying that's Jimbo Fisher's fault for not putting together a team that could have good chemistry.
They did beat LSU.
Yeah,
They got beat by
LSU beat
Appalachian
Purdue. 63.
I know they did.
Mhm.
They also beat UMass barely. And barely beat Auburn. Auburn
What
was
was-
5-7.
What was Vandy's record? They finished
5-7.
That's not too bad.
There was
That's a good
3
year for
SEC
Vandy.
schools that didn't go to a bowl game this year.
I'm not gonna
Texas
fake
A&M,
it.
Auburn, and Vanderbilt. They were all 5-7.
I'm not gonna fake it. I think if you put Vanderbilt in almost any other conference,
Oh, they'd be good. They'd be good.
I'm
They
not
wouldn't
saying
be
they'd
great.
I'm not saying they'd be top of the pack. I
They'd
think they
be
would be a
7,
better
8
team than
wins.
they would be. In
They'd
the
be
SEC.
7-8 wins every year. They'd be 7-8 wins every year. You see it in other conferences. Look at Wake Forest. Look at, Duke. Look at Northwestern.
I
mean,
think
you
that
see
y'all
it
would
at
play.
Stanford.
I think that y'all could be a
Stanford.
7-win team in the Big Ten. I don't know if y'all could play in the Big 12.
Absolutely.
I don't think so.
Absolutely.
I
Baylor?
don't
Baylor's
think
the
they'd
same
be-
school as Vanderbilt.
I don't think they'd be any
Absolutely.
worse.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean,
They
I'm
just
not
went
saying that
5
they're going to be any worse in the SEC than they would in the
just
Big
went
12, but I don't
5-7.
think that they can't keep up with the speed of the Big 12.
What?
I'm not gonna fake it.
Damn.
I'm
What?
low key at Vanderbilt.
Hey, Mitchell, do you think Florida's fast? Do you think Florida's fast? Do you think
Not
Florida's
this
got
year.
fast players? Not this year, my ass. They beat Florida. They beat Kentucky. Kentucky and Florida both have speed. Stop it.
I mean,
We ran a
nowadays-
Big 12 offense.
Vanderbilt
Nowadays,
doesn't have
all-
a top tier.
all teams have speed.
Listen,
nowadays.
bro, the Big 12, they would be fine. They would be fine in any conference outside of the SEC. I promise you.
Tennessee runs a Big 12 offense, and we beat y'all 56-0.
No, they don't.
What? They don't
Tennessee-
run a Big 12 offense?
No,
No,
they run a
it's
Mizzou.
not.
They run a Mizzou offense. Is what they do.
It's a Big 12.
They do. They
offense.
run the.
No,
They run the
the SEC
Mizzou
offense.
offense that
That's it.
Gary Pickle used to run. Yeah.
Okay, Coach Heupel. That dude is
Anyways, no, they would be fine in any conference. They just play the
Does he
SEC.
curse finest?
funny. Oh yeah, like a motherfucker.
Hypo does?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Oh man.
Because I always
I bet-
thought that his pregame speeches were like, y'all go freaking have a great time. Like,
He doesn't coach at Vanderbilt, man.
No, he's funny because
It's a-
running that scout team. You know, I was over there more with Coach Heupel than I was with the actual defense. That shit's so funny.
Hey, man. Except for that boy James Franklin when he was at Vanderbilt. I remember I went to a spring practice, spring game. That was the loudest F-bomb I've ever heard in my life.
I went to the 707 tournament there.
Oh, so you know James Franklin. He was there.
We won won that tournament, I'm pretty sure.
Bro, that motherfucker laid into one of them players, bro. I can't remember what he did. I think it was a corner that got burnt by like Jordan Matthews, who was like a great college receiver. Bro, the amount of F-bombs I heard was wild. You could hear it through the whole fucking stadium.
not a very big stadium not to be able to hear it.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah, not for long. They getting that fat ass Reno.
Yeah, well, they're actually taking out 10,000. It's gonna get smaller in capacity, but it's gonna be nicer. Like it's gonna be
So,
modernized.
I guess that makes sense.
So
They're
at
gonna
Carl
modernize
Lakes-
it. They're gonna take out that end zone part and make it all suites and shit, and like a glass like thing where you can watch the game, kind of like Mitchell. You know, like when we went to the hockey game in Vegas last year.
Yeah.
And they're like standing room only. They're doing that at Vanderbilt, and it's going to be glass outward that faces the field. And they're going to have bars and all that shit in there and all that crap.
You going to have pictures of Neyland Stadium in there?
Yeah, bro. That's what we all do. I can't wait for y'all to go 7-5 next year.
Dealing West. At Carlex, we had a guy that worked there, and his son's a 4-star recruit. He, chose Tennessee over Vanderbilt, but they went on a visit
So did
to
Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt. They went on a visit to Vanderbilt, and this guy's he's like one of those. He's a typical like Southern guy, but like very reserved and fears God and just wants to I don't think that he's really like big into football. And he was like, I'm walking around and like when they were showing us the facilities, it was almost like they were self-conscious about it. They just kept saying that, oh, this is going to be done in 2 years and that'll be done in 2 years.
Yeah. They spent a shit ton of money. A lot of money. Trust me. You're laughing now, but their facilities are going to be pristine, state-of-the-art when they're done. For basketball, too.
Get Jerry Stackhouse out of there.
Yeah, he's got to go. I'm watching the game right now in the corner of my eye. They're playing the balls right now.
Ooh, let me turn that on.
Hey,
It's
speaking
15
of
to 12
basketball,
balls.
speaking of basketball, Mizzou trying to show out. Who? Number 2? Mizzou.
Yeah, he's good. Vanderbilt gave them a game Saturday. I watched that game a little bit. He's a pretty good player.
Does Wilco have any basketball prospects?
Yeah, me.
I don't know.
I suppose they got one dude from Independence that's pretty solid. I don't know if he'll go like Big D1.
Isn't that what Faith's
Mid-major?
little brother?
I have no idea. Hunter was talking about it the other day because he was watching. Oh my God, Oklahoma and Kansas playing right now. Nah, bro, Kansas number 2, finest.
Oh, Mizzou must have lost. They're number 2 at one point.
No, y'all
Mizzou hooping like that?
Hold on, is Konzo still there?
Yeah, no, I don't know.
No, Conzo's gone.
Oh, they
Georgia's
must have
hooping
lost.
this year
They
too,
dropped
which is
down
weird to say.
They're 20th. They beat Vanderbilt yesterday.
Saturday.
Whatever
Barely.
that was.
Barely beat
A win's a
Vanderbilt.
win. We top
Vanderbilt.
five.
Minus.
I can see
Vanderbilt's
Kansas
ass.
winning this thing again.
Vanderbilt's
This year.
ass.
Oh,
Vanderbilt's
I don't
bad,
think
bro.
so,
they're
Calvin.
8-7.
Why you say that? And don't say Duke because no.
No, I'm not saying I'm going to pick it, but I'm just saying it's
Not
so
this
hard
year.
to go back-to-back championships, man, especially in college basketball.
The
They'll
tournament.
slip up.
The tournament is it's just too unpredictable, right?
Maybe that was Bama.
It's
I was
just-
thinking that was number 2.
Basketball in college, at least at college level, it's not like football. Like these small schools are. I mean, these guys are, they're just as good as some of these guys that are playing these big programs.
Bro, it only
they're right there with them.
takes one game for somebody just for a team to catch fire and win a game. I've
Mhm.
seen it firsthand in front of my face, bro.
Yep.
I've seen UTC
Yep.
do it to a team. I've seen it done to us. Like, bro, it's ridiculous. Like,
game
Hey
of
man,
runs.
you get a hot hand in college. Yep, you get a hot hand in college. That's all you need.
bro, okay,
Anybody can beat anybody. I mean, look, MTSU beat Michigan State.
bro, and there's some times like, have y'all ever like, especially in basketball, have y'all played a team where it doesn't matter what play they fucking run, they score off of it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Brentwood,
Not
for
even-
example, bro, like they ran so many different sets. I feel like I got double screened like an elevator screen, like when I ran into that shit. Like
It was on your hip every time. You didn't even know. It was
But
just right there.
the thing about it is like every time
You turn
get
it a
the step,
fit.
you get hit.
God, when did you get here? Yeah. Yeah, bro. College basketball. I only really get into it if Vanderbilt's good, which they haven't been good in a long time. But I watch the tournament start to finish. March Madness come on, I'm watching.
Oh man, I really started watching when conference play starts.
I do watch the conference tournaments too. I do like watching those.
Oh yeah, the conference tournaments.
There's a lot of good basketball in those conference tournaments, which is good to see because them dudes really care about that shit in the conference tournaments.
I think they care about it every game.
I think they care more about it in the conference tournament than they do in the regular season. To be honest with you, but I'm sure. I mean, yeah, they want to win.
Shit, they better. I mean, they better win. Be selected to get in. I mean,
that's some bubble teams, bro. Them bubble teams going to run. That's when it starts for all of them. The little bubble teams. You know I ain't lying.
I mean,
they make a run to that conference tournament, get in because they won games in the conference tournament or won the conference tournament, and they go make a run in the tournament. It happens every year, bro.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
Hey, Finis.
It really does.
Why does that song trigger you?
Oh. So at Shoe Palace, we have a CD they send us that we have to play every single day. And it's the same songs in the same order all day, every day. And unfortunately, that song is on the CD.
What?
I know. And I mean, when we first, because we get a CD every year, it's a new one. When we first got it, I was like, okay, bet. And then I didn't recognize the song until J. Cole's part, because on the CD, it's a mashup. So it was, the CD has just J. Cole's part. So I've never heard the other people in it. It's just J. Cole. So when J. Cole's part came on, I was like, oh, fuck. I mean, it goes hard, but I was like, God damn, I've heard this song, I don't know how many times, that over and over and over. But
so
it's good.
So Calvin, I want to talk to you about this because I know you're a hip hop head over there. What do you think? Do you think the art of rap is dead, or is dying?
What are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? Like, are you talking about like, because Being the Butcher's damn near a battle rapper. Like, that's basically what he is. If you're talking about that, or are you talking about like somebody just has punchlines and shit?
So Wale said something, and it's kind of stuck with me. He said, "Rap ain't nothing but a lick," and I feel like right, and it's like you think about it, and it's such a simple statement, right? But like you think about it, and really all that it's what the roots of it were and what it came from to where it is now, it's just a business now, right? You get these little, if you want to actually listen to the roots of rap, you have to dig out from all of the new school artists, right? You got to go deeper. You got to find the up and comers. You got to find the right. I'm not saying that Benny the Butcher is the best rapper alive, but like you got to find people like him with those little niche followings to get the art of what rap was. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, and you got to think about it too. Like, first thing, I'll tell you this straight up. It doesn't matter what the fucking, at least in today's rap now, it doesn't matter what the fuck you saying on the song, bro. If you just got a hard ass producer with a good ass beat, that you can say anything on a song and that shit could be number one, bro. Like, I'm being so serious right now. So I mean,
I think that's what Wale's talking about, though. That's what Wale means. Is, you can fill it with absolutely. I'm not saying every rap song has to be meaningful. Just saying that they can just rap about the same, drugs, guns, and fucking girls, and like that's what they do.
The thing, hold on, the thing about
took over.
I got a thing though, but like there's like that type, like drug deal music and all that shit, like Chief Keef and all that shit. Benny's like, he's kind of like that, but it's like a storytelling kind of. So that's why I like that type of stuff. It's not like, I don't know how much you listen to him, but I just like his music and everything like that. So
I have it. That's the first song that I ever heard from him. I'm gonna dive into his discography though, because I like those types of rappers, man.
I'm gonna tell you right now, his beats and sound is very, very different. So like, it's just different. Is it
that old school?
I'll tell you, when you listen to his music, it sounds like some like old school 90s like New York shit type of like beat stuff like that. So it's not like any like nothing with like hi-hats or anything like in music nowadays, or with like a hard like I don't know. It's just, you just gotta listen to it. It's very, very, it's basically like when somebody comes on like the radio and everything, you instantly know the song just because you know the beat and everything like that. You know who's by and all that. It's kind of like that. It's just a unique music, I guess, to say. I don't know.
So to get back to it though, do you feel like that it's lost its art from the business aspect of it? That the art of rapping is dying?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, think about like some of like the greatest artists like Kendrick Cole. They're not in the news, they're not mainstream, they're not flashy, they're not with the jewelry and stuff. Like, I mean, look at that for example. Like probably the most well known rappers, but aren't in the TV screen or face, just some jewelry and stuff. I mean, and so to answer your question, yeah, I feel like it kind of is. But I mean, at the same time, I listen to the new shit as well. So,
but is Kendrick? Do we even consider Kendrick? And because what Kendrick, J. Cole, and I'm trying to think of who else would actually be considered of the elite rappers. But I don't even know if they're like J. Cole talked about it in Middle Child, but they're like in the middle, right? Because are they really new school, or are they old school rappers with new school vibes? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where, because what Kendrick came out in like what 2010, 2009, and that era, same thing as J. Cole. So it's like where they don't really have a position and in the rap hierarchy, you know.
They're like old heads that are hip.
Yeah, they're old heads that are new. I wonder if we're gonna lose artists like that, or if we'll get people that will replace them.
I have going off your question, because I kind of somewhat disagree, but agree at the same time. I don't think the art of rap is dying. I think it's coming in. I think the way that the media is pushing out this, I don't want to call it bullshit, but this new modern day rap, I think the way they're covering makes it seem more prevalent, but that art form, I believe, is still prevalent. It's just art. So, like, obviously, like, to Calvin's point, he listens to more of like the art type of the old school, the meaningful, or like the story hip hop. It's still there. You just have to build your own platform to it. You got to create the playlist. You got to follow the artist and just listen to that music. Because like I don't really listen to the NBA young boys. I don't listen to the wild trap music for real. Because I listen to, I like the J. Cole's, Kendrick's, Drake, the double entendre, old school Wheezy. I feel like Lil Baby has a little bit of that because he's not considered a lyricist, but his music has meaning behind it if you listen to what he's saying.
Sure.
What do I say, Mitchell?
I do believe that there is more of those type of rappers coming up because they realize you don't have to be good at rapping if you have the producing the beats. I believe there's more of them, but I don't think the art itself is dying. It just might be overshadowed because it's so easy with social media nowadays. Because back then they didn't have social media; they had to sell the CDs. You had to go get the CDs. That's how they had to pay for advertisement to get on commercials and stuff. Now
get on
it's
the
all
radio.
It's radio. It's on social media. It's all going viral. YouTube. So it's just different in terms of marketing.
But I mean, bro, it's so easy now too. It's just like. And like back in the old days, like I mean, I say old days, like I'm an old fucking dude, but like CDs and stuff, nobody buys CDs anymore. You just go on Apple Music and get it.
Burn CDs, man.
Second thing I want to say, not even that too, Calvin. Build off your point, but I feel like that they just take these new school rappers, especially with the trap and the trap rap and the well, I don't know what you would call it, but mainstream rap probably would be the best way. But they're taking these artists, and these artists are going into record labels like Sony and whoever it may be, and these guys are tight with Apple Music, with Spotify, with those. So you're getting pushed the new school and the new mainstream rap when you open up your music app, right?
Because it's already there.
What you see,
Yeah.
And so I guess to ask you, Calvin, one more question is: do do we almost consider those guys sellouts? Are they almost selling their soul in that sense?
First thing, I mean, hell yeah. I mean, you ask a fucking 18-year-old kid, you throw the a $500,000 deal at them, hell yeah, they're gonna jump at that.
Yeah.
What?
I
I
mean,
don't
like
consider
what?
that a
I mean, yeah, I
sellout.
mean,
I don't
I
consider
don't
that a
think
sellout though.
I don't consider that I mean, I don't consider it a sellout, but I mean, they gonna take. I mean, if you offer a kid 100K, bro, they're gonna take that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Bro.
yeah,
It's
The
not
thing
selling
about it
out. I
that
mean,
the thing about it that they don't know is that you're gonna sign a contract and you're under them for you got to give them so many projects or whatever, and they
life,
don't
man.
even know that because they don't have the legal mindset to know to read like the
Yeah.
contracts and everything. So
They own
basically,
their souls.
I wouldn't
bro.
say they're selling their soul. They're getting to something that they have no legal
I'm
knowledge about. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
saying
So,
I'm saying the record companies own their souls, bro. Just own their life at that point.
and then yeah, I mean, I mean, I've heard so many. I've watched a lot of DJ Vlad. He interviews like SoundCloud rappers or whatever the fuck you want to call it, up and coming rappers and everything like that. And like I've heard some stories about that. I'm just like, bro, it's kind of dirty, but at the same time, the record label's going to be like, bro, you should have read the contract before you signed it. You know?
yeah. It's
Yep.
almost predatory.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
in a sense, that is them selling their souls, though, Calvin. And it's a hype.
But that's
I'm
not.
not
But I
saying like
feel like you're selling your soul when you know what
What
you're
you're
getting
getting
into.
into.
These dudes don't know what they're getting into. They just looking at the dollar sign, dog.
do they
I feel
care?
like it's not selling this. It's
Not
not
at
selling your
first, Mitchell.
soul.
No.
It's not selling your soul if you're using it as an opportunity that you know it's going to benefit you in the long run. Like if you're an up and coming rapper and you get a record label coming to you and you're just trying to make a way and you need that record label to get to where you're trying to get, it's not a sellout, it's taking advantage of opportunity. Now, where it becomes a sellout is if you don't need that, if you don't need that platform, if you don't need their money to back you to get where you're going, but you take it anyway because they're giving you upfront money now, then that's a sellout. But the problem is not knowing if you need that or not, because then you could argue that Drake signing with Young Money Cash Money, if he never did, we might not have the Drake we have now. But because he did,
Yeah.
you know, it's
Yeah.
an opportunity. So it does get dicey with. That's why I respect Chance the Rapper so much, because he to this day he's still independent. Yeah, he didn't sign. He doesn't. I don't know if people don't know this. He doesn't. It sounds counterintuitive, but he doesn't charge for his music. Now he puts his music on Apple Music so people that have Apple Music can still have access to his music, but you don't have to go to Apple to get his music. There's a way to get his music for free whenever he makes music, kind of thing. But yeah,
I see what you're saying too, Finest, and I think that what that does is it allows the true artists, like I think Chance the Rapper is one of the true artists that we have that, and when I say true artists, I mean people that legitimately care about
integrity.
the integrity of the game, right? Like
Right.
He has
Yeah.
never
the
changed his
culture.
whole flow, bro.
Yeah.
He has never changed any of his music style or anything. He has stayed solid from the beginning of his music to now, in my opinion. Like,
Yeah, and at that too, Calvin, is that it gives him the ability to explore his inner artist, right? Because like those people, you know, God forbid we bring up Kanye West, but pre-Nazi Kanye, like that dude, like he's crazy and he had that craziness about him, but that allowed him to give us some of the best rap albums that we've ever seen, right? Because
Yes.
he was
Yeah.
free to express himself, and he expressed himself through the music, right? And we were getting, especially in the early days with like the college dropout and graduation, like we were getting a glimpse into his life, and he was showing us his artistic ability. I think Gambino right now, and I don't know if Gambino's even listened to or even produced any music, but like Gambino's a true artist, right? Because he's
Yeah.
going out and he's spreading his art and he's spreading his creativity. And I just look at the new school and I look at the trap rap and I listen to the shit too. But like at the end of the day, what is that? It's shit
It's like-
that a company
it's like-
wants you to hear, you
It's
know?
like workout music.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It's more just something you have on to get the beat. It's not something
exactly.
you are sitting and just like, when you listen to a J. Cole album, you in the Forest Hill Drive, 2014 Forest Hill Drive, you're sitting in the car or you're laying in bed and you're like, God, yeah, like he's like Wet Dreams, he's telling a story. It's
this
like
of course that song.
He's painting a picture. Like you can visualize that, but literally you can visualize the song. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah, I agree, man.
The thing too, I'll say as well to back that up too, Mitch, is that perfect example. The Migos, bro. When they first, like, before they got like well known and everything like that,
Versace,
bro. That no labels,
no
labels was hard. But you start to see their music change as soon as they went like mainstream on the radio.
Yeah.
I feel like the record label pushed
no labels. No labels. What, man? That was a slap back in the day.
Yeah, bro. It's just like I just don't like. It takes the authenticity out of the music, bro.
It happens to all of them, man. It really does. It's sad, but
another thing too, I wanted to say, to go back on what you said about like selling your soul and everything. Back to like, obviously, you sign a contract, you owe them 3 or whatever projects or whatever. These record labels promote the fuck out of you with advertisement and everything like that. But a lot of motherfuckers don't know that you got to pay that back at some point and everything from your record sales and everything.
Yeah,
if that first album does not sell good, bro, these next 2 albums, you got to catch up, do something. You got to it's basically like, I got to double up on these next, like this second and third album and everything from a revenue. So
that's I just wish that I wish that and it might help to have somebody that grew up in that era. But when it was truly like first coming out within like the mid 90s, really the mid 90s up to like, I'd almost say when did that change happen? Like probably Wheezy's 3rd or 4th project is where shit started to really get commercialized. Like that group beforehand, right? So like the Eminems, the Jay-Z's, the Biggies, the Tupacs, the Nas's, the early Wayne, because everything after, like, even with Wayne, everything after the Carter 4 that's where it's like, all right, now what the fuck are you giving us, Wayne? Like No Ceilings 2 was trash.
The Rock album.
That Rock album was bad.
I mean, it went platinum, I think, but
Prom Queen,
the 50 Cents of the world, like those are like, I don't know. I just wish that music was the
50 was a dude. I wish there was another artist that like 50 to come out, dude. Because I was into his shit the other day at the gym. I was like this motherfucker actually went so hard.
Dude, he was talented, man.
Yep.
And so, and then I'm also gonna kind of bring this in too. So when you listen to the new school rappers, and I'm gonna put Baby in there. I'm gonna put Lil Baby in there.
I was gonna say which Baby.
I mean, you can see Lil Baby.
I don't like both.
It's frustrating. It's frustrating with Lil Baby, man. It's frustrating with Lil Baby because it's like it's in there. Like I know that he's got that ability. You can hear it on some of the songs that like he can. He probably needs to, like, I don't know, be better with his flow. I would say his flow gets repetitive. He kind of sounds the same a little bit, but like he can write a song, right? He can write a verse. We can sit him down with a notepad, give him a beat, and he's going to write a verse, and it could be, at least meaningful to some degree, right? So, but I'm going to throw him in there. Yeah, but like when you go to like the trap rap and all that stuff, it's like, why are you doing this? The only reason that you're doing this is just because you want the more money, right? And so what's it doing for you?
They're trying to make hits and not art.
Yeah, exactly. And I wish that we could I want to get back to that.
They're trying to play club music, bro. That's what it is.
Club music, bops, man.
They're trying to, the quickest come up in today's world. You get a club banger, bro. You're
in there.
You're set.
Look at Mo Bamba, man. I ain't heard from Sheck West since. Where's Sheck West since? Where's he been?
Hey, that hoe is a banger though. It's in my workout playlist for sure.
That shit was jumping. You go to any club, any bar, it didn't matter. They played Mo Bamba. What happened? That place was jumping.
I know people don't even know who that is.
Yeah.
What's Mo
So I guess-
Bamba?
I know Mo Bamba got like at least like 6 more minutes of PT just from that song.
Bro, the royalties he's gonna collect for the rest of his life off that song is crazy.
I guess like best friends too.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah,
That's funny as hell. You make a song about your best friend that blow up.
Yeah. The music video go hard too.
I guess what bothers me, and to sum it up, is that it's not meaningful to them, right? Their music's not. It doesn't seem like it resonates with them, right?
The
Seems
artist-
like that it's just something that got typed up for them. Hey, go out here, sing this song, get everybody hyped up, and then go home, right?
right.
I guess that's what bothers me. So the music comes off as inauthentic, and then that's what I was going to ask Calvin is, do you think that they're really just rapping about what they've seen and what they've known their whole life, or do you think that they're, because in that Cole verse, he says that the new school is better at lying than him, right? So is it really what they've seen, or is it really what they think that we want to hear, or they think that people want to hear?
Oh, they're lying, bro. A lot of them, I guarantee, you're lying. Come on.
I hate to say this. The only way you know if they're lying or not, if they've been locked up for the shit. That's the only way you know if they're being honest or not.
That's right.
I guess that's true.
So, but back to it. I mean, to be honest, okay. If you're a 16-year-old kid now today, and I'm gonna give you an example. You're a 16-year-old kid now today, and what are you gonna listen to most likely? You gonna listen to some damn Jay-Z, or you gonna listen to some Young Boy?
You listen
It's
to
Young Boy.
Yeah,
Young Boy.
all day, every day.
Absolutely.
And the funniest thing that somebody said, I think it was Lonzo Ball. They said that I forgot who they said was better than I think it was like better than Nas or something. I think that they said 21 Savage was better than Nas. I said, huh?
Now that guy's a liar too.
I was like, bro, okay, first thing, that's two different rap groups. Like that can't even be compared. But I mean, it was just kind of that thought process. I was just like, nah, dude, but I mean, I can't blame them. I mean, it's
y'all remember
music, you know what I'm saying? Like,
y'all remember when that shit came out about 21 Savage a couple years ago? That he was like an immigrant from like England or some shit?
Yeah,
I didn't believe that shit. I thought that was
he got
Was that
deported.
true?
Yeah,
Was that true?
Yeah, he came to America on a visa because he's from somewhere in the Great Britain, England, or whatever.
Yeah.
And his visa expired, but he just stayed in Atlanta, and then he got deported.
My thing is though, is like, bro,
shit out of that shit too.
My thing is like, he went to school. He literally went to school in the United States for so many years. Like, how did they just now catch him?
Because he was in the hood and he got famous. If he never got famous, they probably would have never caught it. But it's 21 Savage, you get that famous, they keep tabs on you. So they're like, wait a minute. It says he has an expired visa.
Wait, this guy
20 years ago.
Wait a minute, is this the guy we're looking for crumpets and tea? Hold on.
They looking at his rap sheet, arrested, blah, blah, blah. Hold on, he's from London? Hold up, what?
Hold on, man.
Wait, Calvin.
Somebody right here.
Calvin, he went to college. He went to college in the States,
high school.
Or he went to high school in the States.
Middle school,
I'm talking about high school, and everything. Like,
yeah.
Don't you have to show some documentation though? Like, what? I'm pretty sure my mom would show my birth certificate at some point.
No, not for public high school.
You gotta show something, bro. Like at some point, though. Like, come on,
never mind.
Like, Mitch, come on, it ain't adding up to me, dude.
No, it's not. Not making any sense.
Damn, Kentucky lost to South Carolina.
He wasn't deported; he was detained, but he was detained by immigration authorities in a case that revealed the rapper is a British citizen.
He got so much money, bro. It don't matter.
It's a
lawyers. He had 12 lawyers on that, bro.
Yeah, he probably had
that meme is the funniest shit ever. Still to this day,
he had his citizenship approved in 24 hours.
He was detained for 30 minutes and then went home. It was just a stop, honestly.
It's a knife.
That was wild,
no.
man.
That meme's funny as hell, ain't it, Kevin? It's
Hey,
a
Mitch.
knife.
He said, "What's the thing?"
You listen,
What's
you like podcasts and stuff, right?
Yeah.
What's the dagger on your head?
Have you ever listened to Club Shay Shay, Shannon Sharp's podcast?
No, I haven't. Good.
It's really good. I just watched one today with him and Deion Sanders. It was fantastic.
Does he have this? Does he put on his act that he does on?
No, it's him being him, like goofy and
more
funny.
Okay.
Yeah, it's him like being real. He's not all like professional.
Uh-huh.
But he had Waka Flocka. This conversation reminded me because I watched one with Waka Flocka he had on, and they talked about new school versus old school, and he had asked him like, "Do you think rap?" Because Walker said one of his biggest regrets in his career is him starting rapping about drugs and killing and the gang shit, because he said that he wasn't really into that. He basically was rapping about stuff that he wasn't into. Like he was in the streets. He was in the streets, and like he said, he like was in the street doing street stuff, but he wasn't in a gang. He wasn't like out killing people. So he regretted that because he, basically didn't want to promote that. And like Shannon had asked him, do you think that you can be successful in the rap game without rapping about that stuff? Which is good. But then that's when he like mentioned, he said Chance the Rapper and J. Cole, they don't talk about it. So he's like, there's people that are doing it yet. It's a good episode.
I mean, can you? I'm thinking
it depends on the artist. It depends on the artist because Chance the Rapper, I would say, is a pretty successful rapper, music artist, and he doesn't rap about killing and drugs. But again,
I think Chance the Rapper kind of went after the white girl population, though. To be honest with you, that was his demographic. Kind of opened it. Yeah,
the white girl hippie
population. He definitely did because he's from Chicago. He had the option to rap about drill shit, bro.
Yeah,
but he did. But he's from Southside Chicago. He's from Southside Chicago, which is black. I think he went after the weed smokers and the druggies. That part with acid rap, and then was it coloring? Not coloring book.
Coloring pages or something.
It is coloring book. And then acid rap. 10 Day, the one before that. 10 Day acid rap coloring book. But I think when it comes down to what, like to Mitch's point, it's about the authenticity of the music. So if you were in the hood and you was about that life and you rapping about it, I think it's gonna resonate with people because they can feel that you were really about that shit. Chance wasn't about that life, but he rapped about what he was into: drugs, acid, smoking cigarettes. 10 Day. He made that mixtape when he got suspended for 10 days. And he talked about that. So I think it comes down to the individual artists and what's just like what?
It's like Kodak Black.
Well, that's a whole nother conversation. But like to go to the other spectrum of it, like DaBaby, I'm not a fan of his music, but he said something in a rap line about how he shot somebody, whatever, in front of his daughter. I looked it up. He did. Some dude ran up to him at Walmart, and he was in self-defense because the guy ran up to him at Walmart where he was with his daughter. Dude pulled out the gun on him, initiated, and DaBaby shot and killed dude at Walmart. He about that shit. I believe it. Just like Lil Baby. I've seen some footage on Lil Baby. I'm like, oh shit, he about that shit. He's been to the pen. Like Calvin said, he's been to prison.
That's why I said Kodak.
Right. He said he ran through a mill every week off of weed. I looked it up. This man was arrested because he was a drug dealer and he made $1 million a week off of weed. I believe it. So when he said, his lyrics, yada yada, I be fact checking rappers nowadays. Because I didn't want to know, are they just talking? Are they really about, hey,
he said he did 50, website.
He said he did 50 million a year. That's what Baby said. I looked it up. Forbes, 50 million that year. That year he was in Forbes, 50 mil was his shit for the year. I was like, oh shit. So
hey, prime example. Prime example. Young Thug. I'm gonna leave it right
there. I guess Young Thug's about it too.
Hey, what he say? What's it called? London. What's the name of that song? It's London, right? Two texts, no reply. That's when I knew. I was like, oh shit. They out there hits in London and shit. Piccadilly. God damn.
I
I'm
ain't gonna
surprised
lie,
Cole didn't
bro.
get arrested for being a feature on that hoe.
I ain't gonna lie. His facial expressions, watching all his mans tell on him in his trial, are fucking hilarious.
Oh,
There was
Gunna?
one. There was one. Well, more than Gunna.
I'm
There's
gonna
a lot of-
tell.
Yeah.
Hey, did Gunna snitch?
Yes.
Not technically. So I
But
did,
But he did.
but
But
no,
he did.
he didn't snitch. I do my research. He didn't snitch. So they asked, he did a not defamation, I forget what it's called, but it's when they come in, and so he essentially pleaded guilty, and they asked him questions about the case, saying like, was the firearm that was whatever yours? He said no. He basically said that none of the stuff that was in the car, like the whatever, was it his? No. He never says if it's thugs. The way they word the question, and you know how the lawyers are, because it's the same lawyers representing the same guy. So if I'm a lawyer, I'm not gonna have one guy that I'm representing incriminate somebody else I'm representing. They did it in a smart way, and the way they did it, the video of Gunna's testifying or whatever it was when he was pleading guilty cannot be used in court against Thug in the system. So he didn't snitch. On the surface, it looked like he snitched because he was like, "No, that shit was mine. No, I didn't do this. This happened." When they asked him questions,
but in street code, when you do that,
but legally, he never said Thug did this, Thug did that, or this was Thug, this was that. He just said this firearm in the vehicle wasn't mine. That was the end of it. He didn't say it was Thug. So,
so let me ask you a question, Finis.
Yes,
we can put it this way, right? Did he snitch? And you're saying that he didn't, right?
Right.
If he wasn't a multi-million-dollar rapper and he was just some guy off the streets, and that exact same path of what happened, is he getting ran up on for snitching?
Yes.
I don't know.
So he snitched.
Because he doesn't have the security.
Some of them other dudes, they sing like
it don't matter if he actually snitched. It matters if the perception is that he snitched.
So to answer that question, it depends. If Thug makes it out, no. He doesn't get run up. If Thug doesn't make it out, he might have his hands full.
He might still have his hands full, period. And some of them dudes were singing like canaries in the courtroom, boy. I mean, you saw Thug's face. He said,
"Bro, wait, no."
When they was, I gotta say one thing. I gotta say one
wildest shit.
I
don't
think they snitched.
Those memes are hilarious.
I don't think they snitched, bro, because Young Thug's like blood brother got off too. He took a plea deal. So
I think they're all gonna get plea deals.
And they're gonna incriminate Thug. That's why they're not. Plea deals.
Bro, it's the same lawyer. That doesn't even make any sense. You know these lawyers, they're getting like Thug said and like Thug said in his song, London. I pay $2 million to the lawyers. These lawyers ain't making money. They're not gonna do that.
Hey,
after the guy that's paying
go to YouTube, look up the videos. Them boys, some of them dudes were singing like canaries, and Thug's face was priceless.
Bro,
just making some priceless faces in court.
I don't think he gets convicted anyway. I think this is all.
He just stared at him,
bro. But no, here's the craziest part. I can't find the video. During the case, one of a Thug fanatic fan that apparently has a skill for hacking shit hacked a fucking computer.
Oh yeah,
and was playing porn in the middle of the case.
Yeah.
Bro, what?
Yeah, I saw that.
That shit was wild.
Yeah, it was playing porn, bro.
Them weak ass servers.
Young Thug's face too. He was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah, that shit was funny too.
He was like, "I should call her."
I don't know if it was a girl. I think it was.
No, it was a guy.
Two dudes.
Oh shit, my fault.
It was two guys, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I don't know that. I knew.
I think it was.
Something was blurred and it looked very long and black. I'll tell you that.
Yes. Well, yeah.
Jesus Christ, buddy.
Miami just secured the dub. It's all good.
Are y'all ready for game time with Mitch?
Yeah, let's run this
No.
shit.
No.
Game time with Mitch.
Better not be some shitty category either.
No, today's a good one. Today's a good one. I'm trying to figure out. I'll leave it up to the group. We're gonna draft video games. We're gonna draft our. Okay, and so now since we're doing
That's
video
broad,
games,
though.
yeah,
That's broad.
it's not too broad.
I'm broad.
Franchises don't count. So, for example, you can't
Like
say
individual games.
You gotta say
Yeah.
individual. If you pick Call of Duty, you gotta say an individual Call of Duty game.
Correct.
Okay, gotcha. That's better. Or an individual Halo or individual Elder Scroll or whatever. Yeah, I got you.
Mark,
Assassin's Creed.
Let's go.
Hey, man, let's go 5. 5.
Yeah. Let's go 5 rounds. I like.
I'm ready for this. I already got this right now. I
gotta type this up.
This is going. Yeah, you gotta type it up.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
You got a document with all these, Finest?
I do.
Okay, good.
Every single one of them.
Give us our order too, Finest.
Finest always stays strapped with the receipts, man. He's got it all.
I do stay strapped with this. It's a gift and a curse.
Finest is a receipt kind of guy.
I would urge y'all too. I would urge y'all to pick some games from childhood. We need childhood games too. Some PS2 games in there, bro. Some Nintendo 64 games. Let's make this pretty broad.
Stop it. Don't start with me. I hope
Let me go. What's the order, bro?
Yeah.
Hang on. Give me a second.
And Finest, we need to do fuck. I had something, never mind.
Sound like me.
Yeah, I can't remember it.
What a CTE.
What was I gonna say there?
Bro, I don't know if I'm getting old or not, but I be forgetting shit now.
You getting old. We all getting old, bro.
You need some nicotine.
Bro. We're getting old.
I got
I'm about
some
to get older.
Nicotine's like really good for your brain, actually.
I've heard that before. I don't know why it has such a negative connotation to it.
Well, it's because most people associate nicotine with cigarettes, and cigarettes are bad for you, not because of the nicotine, because of the other shit that
tar,
cooks
baby.
cigarettes.
Yeah.
You got all that rat poisoning and shit.
And the fact
Rat
that you
poison,
got
the tar. Yeah.
The delivery system is the problem, not the actual nicotine.
Nicotine is just to make you addicted to it, so you keep buying it.
That too, it is addictive. It's going to be Calvin, Mr. Stribling, Mitchell, and then Mark.
I like my position at 4, honestly.
We'll get some good honorable mentions in this too.
All right, so I'm gonna go with this first one. This is on the 360. I'm about to go with that Bad Company.
Oh, Battlefield Bad Company.
And the reason why
1. Bad Company 2 or 1.
The first one because that was the first one that came out where you can literally the first in-game war game that you can literally cause destruction to buildings and shit and collapse.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So,
that shit was lit, bro. That shit was lit.
You could blow holes in the wall and stuff, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yo, a hole in the wall.
Hey, wait, whoa. Before we finish this or keep going, what was the first console that y'all remember? I'll go first. The Nintendo 64 was the first one that I ever had, and I remember it. Like, well,
are you saying like purchase?
No, like as a kid, played.
I got 2 on top of my head.
PlayStation 1, baby.
You can't have 2.
Yeah.
Was the first one. The first one you ever played in your memory.
PlayStation 1.
Yes, sir.
Super Nintendo or Sega Genesis, bro?
Did I have a Sega? I don't think I did.
I had Nintendo 64, bro. That Mario Party was different.
Now,
I had 64 for Smash Bros.
Yeah.
Now my first game console was a PS2.
The first one.
Wow.
All right. Yeah. And then I'm going to double off of this. What was the first game console that you got to open up for Christmas and you remember? Mine's a PS2. Mine was a PS2. That blue box. I remember that shit vividly.
I used to be so anti-Xbox, dude, until I got a 360, and I was like, I could go back.
Way, bro. It's the only way.
360 changed me, dog.
This is disgusting.
I'm pretty sure my older brother and I mean, we would get game systems together. So we got the PS2 together, but I remember the PlayStation 1. It was the first thing I opened up. Yeah.
Open it up for Christmas. That's a special moment as a kid, bro. There's nothing like opening a brand new console on Christmas morning, dude.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay. And I know we got the PS2 for Christmas too, but
all right, go ahead. Who's next? Finest?
Oh, is. Let's see. And that first round pick's gotta be something special.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't go wrong, really. There's so many out there on the board, bro.
I got one I want to draft first, but I think I can get it second round. So I'm going to switch up and go with a surefire one. We're going to go Black Ops, Call of Duty Black Ops.
Black Ops 1 and
2? Yes, the first one.
Damn it.
First one was different, bro. Stadium on the first one on that DLC map. Good shit.
The commando with the suppressor on it?
Yeah, man, that gun was unbelievable.
Or the AUG with sleight of hand? Lightweight pro?
The AUG would murk people, bro.
Come on now.
And those maps, the maps on the game, iconic.
Dual pistols?
Yep.
Lightweight pro?
Firing range. Nuketown, Jungle, bro. The maps.
Yeah, that's the first game Nuketown came out on.
Yes, elite mappage.
Game changer.
All-time maps. Array.
All right, I'm gonna go. Mine might be a little weak, but I remember it was my favorite as a kid, and I couldn't tell you anything that was going on in this game. I just remember playing it, and it was the coolest fucking thing to me at the time when I was like 7 years old. I'm gonna go with SOCOM Navy SEALs. I'm gonna go with that on the PS2, bro.
Wait,
that's
what is it called?
A dope ass fucking game.
Yeah.
That was
Snake. Snake was the main character in it, bro.
Oh yeah, Snake was raw.
That was
raw.
Bro, that's like that. I feel like that's when like the first like stealth game came out. The Tom Classic came out after it.
Yep.
Bro.
Splinter Cell.
That shit was on PS1. Yeah.
I've never
they had that on PS1. Oh, you didn't have that as a kid, Finest? I couldn't tell you anything about that game, bro. I just remember sitting there and playing it for hours and just having the best time of my life. And hiding it from my parents because it was a rated M game. I got it from a friend at school. Y'all ever have to do that shit? Hide the rated M games, bro?
Yes.
No,
because used to play Mortal Kombat was another M game. Like you had to hide Mortal Kombat with all that blood on the screen and shit.
I used to, we had like the CD sleeves back in the day. So my TV, the TV stand in my room had the TV stand wasn't like flat on the ground. It had a small space. And I would hide my the rated M game up under there so you couldn't see it.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, I was playing San Andreas and I picked the hooker up on the side of the streets and
God damn. Fuck, I forgot. Oh shit. Dude, it's so broad that it's hard.
You about as well write that up for me as number one.
San Andreas.
Not San Andreas, but
which one?
The fifth that came out when we were in high school.
Oh, Mark, you should have taken the third. The third is the best one, man. That's
the fifth
was Vice City?
Yeah, no, third. GTA 3, not Vice City.
Liberty City?
3, bro. No, GTA 3. That's like when it first came out. Like that's the first GTA that you're like, holy shit! Like you start memorizing the cheat codes and shit on that game.
Which one am I writing down?
To me, 5.
He's taking
Vice
5.
City
He's taking 5.
Vice City and 5, bro.
Money, dude, and that dropped in high school.
Bro, 5 is still $60 to buy.
Yeah,
like they update that shit religiously.
They just had an update last month.
Yeah,
another update.
I gotta disagree with you on 3. Vice City's right there behind number 5 for me. Vice City.
I think 3 was because I played I think I played 2 on the computer where it was still like 2-dimensional and you're still a car and you're going down the highway and shit. But 3 is like when it first had like the 3D shit. Like I loved 3. That was the first novelty game.
Was that the first open world game? Like the first open world game like
probably not, but it's probably it's in that right, because there was a bunch of like RPG games like Elder Scrolls and shit that were open world, but I think
Before
it's in
that,
that
though?
group of when they started.
Oh,
Probably-
When
Legends
did
of Zelda.
GTA 3 come out? I bet that's like 2004.
Let's see.
It is 2001. Grand Theft Auto 3 came out. Holy fuck, we're old, bro. Vice City came out in 2002.
Yep.
Holy shit!
It's back when they could make games back to back.
Yep.
It's been
And then
20,
what's and
20
then,
years.
Yeah,
Damn.
and then I'm guessing San Andreas would have been like what? Probably 2006.
Yes. Yeah, I think exactly on the money. I think you are.
They went fucking 5 years. Yeah, 2004 was San
Are we
Andreas.
only doing console games?
No, you do whatever you want, bro. Video though, video games.
What?
Can't say Yu-Gi-Oh.
No, not card games. No, I'm just saying.
Damn, Mitchell.
If I played it on like a Nintendo DS or SP,
Yeah.
Okay.
You bet did that Pokemon Gold or some shit on our ass. Look at
Calvin, I
that.
think you're back.
Oh, it's
Yeah, I know you go, man. Don't
I
get
hated that game.
well, Pokemon Go.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Rockstar production game, but it's not the Grand Theft Autos and it's not Red Dead Redemption. You ever played
Saints Row.
Bully?
Bully?
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah, I played
That
Bully.
was,
That
it
game
was
was
fire, bro.
Bro,
Yeah, that's a
I
game
love
fire.
that game, bro. You just a little badass kid on school, like a boarding
Yeah.
school, just causing havoc.
Yeah, bro, that shit was fun.
Just beating the shit out of other kids, bro.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that game.
Bro, it's a classic.
I still remember the cover art for that.
What?
Yeah, I remember Bully, bro. Bully was a good one.
But there's two games, but I was like, I've never heard of that before.
I wasn't in. I mean, I had games. I wasn't into video games like that back then. So I only played like one or two.
Oh, bro, I was a fucking nerd.
Same, Calvin, bro.
I was a fucking nerd, bro.
Are you guys ready for this one?
Yeah.
Tony Hawk Underground 2.
Oh, that's
Oh
a good
yeah,
one.
that's a
good one.
That's a
That
classic.
turned that turned people that weren't skaters into some fucking skaters.
Oh yeah,
I
bro.
swear.
I'm surprised you didn't go with Pro Skater, with Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
That's a good one too.
No, I like Underground 2
PS1
way
version.
better. I just like the
Yeah,
Underground
that's
2.
a good one, man.
That's a good one.
All right. For my third, I'm going to get away from it. I just want it because it might be.
You mean your second?
I probably play. It's got to be. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take it in the second round because I want it. It holds such a weight with me. And I don't know if it was just the time of life that it was or how much I played it because I played it a shitload. Give me 2K14. I'm taking 2K14 off the board. I think that's the best 2K that was ever released.
Thank you for giving me what I wanted. Now.
That 2K14 was something special. And it's probably more about the time of life that it was, but I would sit there and play that with friends we fucking played till 4:00 in the morning. Run ahead back. Fucking Miami versus San Antonio, bro. Like classic matchups, man. Oh my God. All right. You're up, Mark.
I'm going another Rockstar game because they are the best video game makers in my opinion, and it is Red Dead Redemption 2. That fucking game was incredible, bro. I think it's the only game in my life that's ever made me cry at the end of the game when you're playing as him and he's dying and he's got like all that shit he's talking.
Thanks a lot,
his whole
Mark.
life.
Spoiler alert! God damn.
Oh, the game's been out for fucking 5 years. Get over yourselves.
Oh, and I'm not getting it because you just ruined the game.
Well, you ain't. We're gonna get it before because it's been out for 5 years.
I was waiting until I got the PS5.
No,
You've been coming to the PS5 for a minute,
bro. That's like me sitting here
no time
saying
soon.
a movie that came out 5 years ago. The end of it. That ain't spoiling shit. That game been out for 5 years. Phenomenal game. Excellent. And you know what's crazy is the first one on the 360 was good, right? Like the first Red Dead, but that one is so much better. I don't know why it is, but it just is. It's so good. Red Dead 2.
All right, Calvin.
Third
round.
Man, I don't know if y'all played this, but I'm gonna go Def Jam 5 for New York. If y'all ever played that.
Did you have the turntable?
Oh hell yeah. Hell yeah. You know.
That was good. That's good. I didn't play that too much, but that was a good one. That was like what, sixth grade year? That was sixth grade when that shit was out.
Sixth or seventh grade year. The only reason why was just because, dude, it had just like the old school rappers like Method Man, Redman,
Uh-huh.
all at the New York, like the old school like New York rappers like Tupac. I think they had a thing like East Coast versus West and shit through the story mode. Like it was dope. It was
Uh-huh.
pretty dope. So
All right, Finest.
Gonna go Need for Speed.
God
Oh, that's a good
damn it.
one.
Which one?
Hot
Good
Pursuit
one.
2.
That game was
Hot
fucking
Pursuit
awesome.
too. And
On
the
the original Xbox?
playlist on that
Oh
game, bro.
God.
Fire.
That Red
Dude,
Hot Chili Pepper come on. You gotta get it,
Yeah.
gotta.
And
That fucking great.
that was the one. That was the one you could be the cop too, right?
Yeah.
You could patrol as a cop and gun them down and stuff.
That
And
shit was hard as
cop
fuck.
Lamborghini. Yeah.
You requested
I really
spike strips and shit.
Yeah, bro. Yes, that was the one. That game was awesome. What a game!
I really
Great
liked Need for Speed Most Wanted. That was my favorite Need
That
for
one
Speed.
too, yeah.
game. Yeah,
Yeah, Most Wanted was good. That BMW.
bro. The Lambo cop car was fucking insane.
I did everything I could to get that bitch. Unlock it.
I honestly,
You had
my
to grind.
third pick, and it should have been my number one pick, but I kind of wanted to give some oldies. But give me Halo 2. That game was, y'all were all PS. You hadn't gotten to the point, Calvin. You were a PS2. If you would have went from PS1 to Xbox, Calvin, you would have been a Halo fan. That's just
I'm not a Halo fan, but I will fuck with Gears.
Yeah, Gears is good too. But no, give me Halo 2. I could draft all 5. I could draft my whole draft could be Halos. But yeah, I'll take the most nostalgic.
That's the best Halo game they've ever made. Probably a good pick.
It's good. Halo 2, Halo 3, and the first Halos. They're all good.
Yeah. I'm just gonna take this now because I'm scared it won't be there when next round. It's Modern Warfare 2, 2009 when we were in 8th grade.
Mm-hmm.
Xbox 360. That game, bro. That was like. I mean, COD 4 was really good, right? But like everybody played Modern Warfare 2. Everybody, bro.
I think COD 4 is still my favorite of all time. I
It's
fucking
good.
love that game, man.
I mean, it didn't get replaced by the newer version of it, right? But I mean, they just refurbed it basically.
So there's something about it, man. There's something about the nostalgia of getting off of school and going and sitting down and playing video games with your buddies until fucking 3:00 in the morning on a Friday. Legitimately doing nothing but eating and playing video games with your friends.
That was Modern Warfare 2, man.
Yeah, that's
Everybody
Modern Warfare 2. That's
Everybody
Modern Warfare.
Yeah. I wish I could do that right now at this age, but I can't.
Absolutely.
I know.
Absolutely,
dude, there was nothing better. There was nothing better than that, especially on like winter breaks too, when we'd all like you get like either a new system or like all the new games for Christmas, bro, and just nonstop grinding for 2 weeks.
And you always had that one friend. You always had that one friend that the Call of Duty would release in like mid-November, and he couldn't get that shit until Christmas morning.
Yeah,
and he'd be over at your house playing. I'm not exposing anybody, but he'd be over at your house playing that shit just because he had to wait till Christmas to get it.
That's tough.
I went to the midnight release of Modern Warfare 2. I went to midnight release of Modern Warfare 2 and Grand Theft Auto and Black Ops. I think every year, every Call of Duty in high school, I went to the midnight release for it.
Black Ops was so good. I'm so pissed y'all took that above me. Damn.
Finest, you're up.
Zombies and shit.
It's Calvin.
Oh, Calvin.
Started round 4.
NFL Street 2.
Ooh.
Hey, that's a fun game,
Chad
bro.
Johnson?
Huh?
With Chad Johnson?
Yeah.
Running off the walls?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, man. T.O. and Chad Johnson. Carson Palmer. That's a good one. That is a good one. Did you ever play the league? Did you ever play that you never played that football game where it was rated M and you could like break their bones on the field and like send
Yep,
workers
it was the X-ray
for the
mode.
game.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
X-ray mode. Yeah.
That shit was fucking lit, dude.
They're dropping F-bombs in the game. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Am I up or Finest?
Finest.
I'm typing mine out already. Left for Dead.
That's a good
first
game,
one?
bro.
I don't know which one I had, so I'm just gonna say Left 4 Dead.
Oh, so you're taking the first one then?
I guess so.
Hey, bro. Hey, man. That game scared me when I was younger, bro. That fucking witch. She meant business.
Because you couldn't have the flashlight on. She was always in the dark ass alleys.
Fucking crying and depressed and shit over there, bro. She meant fucking business. And if you hit her with the light, you better get the running, bro. You better start shooting. She coming.
Yeah, I don't know. I never had an Xbox because the Xbox exclusive. And I used to go over somebody's house and always play it. I don't even remember who it is. It might have been I think it was Jalen Brown. I forget, but that's the one game on Xbox. I was like,
bro, that witch was nothing to play with. That witch to be reckoned with.
Finest, I'm gonna steal one from you. I know you played these. I'm gonna steal one from you, but I don't know which one I'm gonna take. There's so many of them. Give me Pokemon Blue for the fucking Game Boy, the Game Boy Color, not even the Game Boy Advance. That first Game Boy, bro.
That color
on a road trip. On a road trip, were you a Pokemon guy, Finest? You had to be.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I had like 6 Pokemon level 100. I was on this shit. Yeah. that takes dedication.
Who wasn't a Pokemon kid at our age when they were like 4 or 5 with the Game Boy Color, bro?
Oh, bro, you sit on a 7-hour road trip with that shit in the back, and then did y'all have the Game Boy Color where you had to have the attachment for the light that would come up and you could?
I didn't have that one. I didn't have
the little light for the car.
Hang on, I gotta look up which one I
didn't have that one though.
You probably had the Advance. The Color's the big square one, and the Advance is the one that's like a rectangle.
I had the Color when I grew up. I had the Color.
I had the yellow color, and then I got the Advance too.
I had the Pikachu yellow color, bro. It was Pikachu themed. The shit was raw.
Yeah, it's like it's like a PSP before the PSP.
Yeah,
that's the Advance. That's the Advance.
Yeah, that's the one I had. Oh, dude.
Yeah,
I'm glad you said the PSP. That shit was way ahead of its time. It's a shame it failed.
It didn't really fail.
It just got outdated.
Yeah, it got outdated. They never built on it. Finest, would you play? Did you play Emerald? Was that the one that you played the most? That's it.
That's the only one I had.
Emerald and Ruby. Yeah,
I had Emerald, and then I actually still my Game Boy Advance is somewhere at my parents' house to this day. I know I still have it because I found the charger for it a couple of years ago. I was like, oh shit, if I can find that bitch. Yeah, there's a good chance the Emerald game is still inside of it. Because I low-key was I was gonna buy the Emerald game and I was gonna buy a Game Boy Advance and play it again and just start over and then just play it for years and just go dumb on it. But they're so expensive, the Game Boy Advance.
Are they?
Oh, dude, they're because it's like a vintage video game. You know how that shit goes. They're dummy expensive. More than I'm willing to pay, at least.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, them fuckers are $200, bro.
Yeah, it's way more than I'm willing to buy.
I am going with this game, and it might not be high on y'all's list, but I played this shit religiously, and that was NCAA College Football 14.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I played that shit religiously, and that was the first year they fixed the recruiting in the game, and that was the funnest part of that fucking game was fucking building your dynasty with whatever college team you liked or ran with, and you were also you could first time you could be an OC or DC in the dynasty mode. So if you wanted to do that instead of being the head coach, you could do that and then work your way up to becoming a head coach. And the recruiting, the recruiting was fucking elite in that game.
Right, you used to be able to make a player NCAA and then have him get drafted in the mat. And used to be able to do that. That shit was fun.
Yep. I don't remember what NCAA it was, but this shit was hilarious. It was like I think it was 06 or 07 when you first could do the Heisman mode career thing where you start off in high school and then you go on to pick your school and all that. But it depending on what level, like what star you were rated, like if you were a 2-star, you had a picture of your girlfriend in your dorm, and she was like ugly as hell. And if you were a 5-star recruit, the picture in the dorm was like the hot girl or whatever. She was hilarious. So like you fooled the baddie if you were the 5-star recruit, and then the ugly chick if you were the 2-star recruit. This shit was hilarious.
That shit would not fly in 2023.
Bro, I saw it on a YouTube video not too long ago. I just started laughing. I was like, I never noticed this shit when I was playing this game as a kid. Sure enough.
All right, Calvin. Last draft pick.
2K20 NBA.
Okay. What with the new school? What with the new school game?
Went to new school, bro. That's when I'm gonna tell you. That's when they started putting those the badges for like mic player and stuff. I feel like that's when it really, really changed. But yeah.
Okay.
But this mic player now in this league, the 2K23, is ass. I still play it though.
Look, I need to look up something. Stat. I'm curious as to. But anyway, my last one is for the nerds out there. It's a new one. I had to go one that's like something that's current for me that I absolutely love. I'm going with Elden Ring. I don't know if you guys have played Elden Ring. It's
never played it, heard of it.
Oh my god, it's so much fun. It's so much fun. I think the reason why it's more fun to me is because it's so hard. I can't play it solo, so I can only play it with my friends. Really, my friend Grant, that I play ball with. So like, when you play with your friends, it's more fun. So it's been so much fun playing that game. It's like a Skyrim.
Yeah, apparently it's like the hardest game that's been released in the past couple of years.
Oh, it's so hard. Like it's so hard. I think there's one time I think I might have had because I do like the YouTube channel with the gaming. I think there's one episode where first of all, story time. There was one boss we couldn't beat, me and Grant, right? And we get his health right there. We'd always pull out some bullshit because usually they got the same like algorithm when you fight. You know the move's coming. And then for some reason, every now and then, he would do something that would fuck you up because it wasn't part of the algorithm. And I was like, nah, one more. And so it's like, it's going on 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. And I have to get up tomorrow. I got work in the morning. But I felt so disrespected from this boss that it went from, oh no, we'll just do one more. If we don't get it, I'm going to bed. It went from that to, bro, Grant, we're not going to sleep. We beat this shit. I think it took us 3 hours and like 30 minutes to beat it. But
god damn.
It's so hard. But yeah, it's fun. Hella fun.
My last pick, we'll go nostalgia. Give me Banjo and Kazooie.
Who?
Bro, you never played that shit?
What is it called? Banjo and what?
Kazooie?
Kazooie.
You never played that.
Is that the cat nigga? Or the cat dude? Sorry, the cat dude?
You'll know it when you see it. This was what we played as a kid, bro. I can't believe you never played this game, bro. Look at this shit. I got you.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look, you never played that shit, bro?
No, I have no idea what that is.
Like a bear? Bro, that shit was lit.
I played Crash Bandicoot, not that.
Everybody played Crash. Everybody played that. Spyro.
Oh, is this what console was this for?
I remember playing on the PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
Oh, this says Nintendo.
And I'm sorry, not PlayStation. It was fucking. It was the Nintendo 64. That's
I
what I
didn't
found
have
out.
one. That's why
Yeah,
I never had
bro. I
one.
can't believe you didn't have a Nintendo 64, bro. Those Mario's, any
Hey,
type of
It
Mario,
was Smash
Zelda,
Brothers, bro. It was
I got
Smash Brothers.
Smash
I got
Bros. Like,
the controllers though, because your boy got a Wii. So I'd be on it sometimes, but I don't have that game.
Mark, close us out.
This is a game probably none of y'all played,
Big Backdoor Sluts 4.
but my God, it's ESPN NFL 2K5.
That's
What?
good. That's a good one.
Elite. The best
Yeah.
football game ever made. And if you didn't
Yeah.
play it, I'm sorry.
Wait,
Bro,
what's the
Yeah,
title?
2K5 was lit, bro. 2K5.
Bro, it had Chris Berman and what's that? God, what was that guy that was with him? His name? The black
Jeremy?
guy that was always with Chris Berman. Okay,
This
so like
before
you
I
would
was
play
in
like a dynasty, right? Finest. And the
Mhm.
halftime, they would do a legit like full ass halftime show at the halftime
Yeah.
of the games. It'd
Did
be
you
Chris
skip it?
Berman, yes, Jay Johnson, I think is his name. That was always with
Mhm.
Chris Berman, and Chris Berman's doing all his shit. Whoop, whoop. And they're playing highlights
Yeah.
from the different games or the computer games, right? They're showing the
Right.
different highlights from bro. It was the first sports game you could go in first person mode. So if you were playing as a running back or a receiver
Mhm.
and you caught the ball or running the ball, you could go to first person mode and act like you were like legitimately on the field. It was fucking incredible.
Bro,
Unbelievable.
our video games have sold out too, man. Everybody's fucking sold out, man. Nobody puts heart into this shit. You telling me that they couldn't make a fire 2K, bro? You're telling me they couldn't make the
Football?
best 2K? Well, no, I'm saying
Easy.
basketball or Madden, bro.
Oh,
Like they all sellouts, man. It's so frustrating.
Well, it's because they got no
Like,
comp. I mean, there's no
bro,
comp for
like
that, right? There's no comp for
you-
EA Sports. There's no comp for 2K.
bro, if you look at like Madden 08, Madden 09, like it was like game changing shit, and they like put their heart and soul into
Bro,
that
do
shit.
you
They don't
remember
do that for video games anymore.
You remember like in Madden you could do like
Mitch,
the
you
like
heard
training
that shit.
camp shit?
I
back in the day?
am, bro. It's so annoying, man. Everything's about just dollars, man. Like, put some fucking heart into your art, man. Like, video games an art form, and you're just gonna peddle me the same bullshit. I refuse to buy 2K. I will not buy that game because, and I think that the park would be fun, bro. But I will not buy a game that's $70 for me to have to buy another $70 worth of VC to get my player to where he needs to be even competitive in that park, bro. I won't do it, man. It's a ripoff. That shit's so goddamn annoying, man.
That's why I stopped playing sport video games. The last
Maybe
Madden
you
I
just
played was
suck at the
08.
game,
In
Mitch.
08.
You said what, Calvin?
Maybe you just
You,
suck at
you
the
ain't
game.
missed nothing, Finest. Trust me.
I dropped 70 on your head, Calvin. Easy.
You would not beat me in
Oh.
fucking 2K. I'll put my whole fucking next paycheck on that shit. That's
Let's
how
do
Wait a
it, then.
minute. Do I need to get the pen and paper and write up a contract?
Yeah, write that shit up, bro.
Yeah.
I got two
Yeah.
controllers. No, I say the new
Wait,
2K,
wait.
Mitch.
Look, I'm gonna be in town in May. Mitch, I need you to come in town, bring my iPad and tripod. Hey, we're gonna have a in-person podcast, and it's gonna be you two playing for his check
Let's do it. Let's
on
do it.
2K.
I'm there.
I'm gonna have to
Damn,
live
for
stream
the
it on
check.
YouTube.
Do
Put it all out there.
That's how
Calvin.
confident my ass is, bro.
I'm gonna promote it, pay-per-view that shit. It's gonna be bigger than the Logan Paul fight.
Live stream that shit.
Shit,
Do we have any honorable mentions?
Yeah.
Crash
Somebody say
Bandicoot.
Guitar Hero.
Guitar Hero is a good one. Guitar
I-
Hero
I-
3.
I got Smash Brothers definitely for Nintendo 64 as a honorable mention. That shit was just different.
Yeah.
Just different for its age.
Nobody say Gran Turismo.
GTA
Yeah, Gran
5. Or
Turismo's a good
no,
one.
that was good.
Super Mario Brothers for Nintendo. That was very
Legends of
good.
Saints
Zelda.
Row. Yeah, Zelda, Saints Row. If y'all
Zelda
never
was
played
good.
that.
I played Saints Row.
My last pick was actually gonna be
Vice City,
Pokemon
because we none of us
Emerald,
said Vice City.
but I switched.
Did y'all ever
Pokemon
play
Emerald.
Driver?
Nobody said Halo 1.
No, nobody said any of the Halos. But
That
y'all
shit,
were
bro,
all
Halo
PlayStation people.
1, bro, was like fucking revolutionary. It was
Mhm.
right as the new, Xbox first came, and that was the first game they dropped.
I'm surprised nobody said like MLB.
I don't know.
Yeah,
No, it's not up there. No.
the show is fun, bro.
The show's fun, but it's not up there with the games we listed,
I
bro.
got one. SmackDown versus Raw 08.
That's a good one. SmackDown versus Raw.
Bro.
Uh-huh.
Undertaker.
That's a good one. I completely forgot about that one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Bro, ladder matches. You get fucking knocked out by one of your friends or your brother. You're laying there trying to spam every button that you can get. He's like barely crawling up the ladder, bro. You're trying to get that knockdown, man.
Oh,
Did none of y'all play Fight Nights?
Yeah, I did. I did.
Yeah,
I played All Elite Fight Night. A PlayStation 1. That was really good. And then the one they released back in like 2010, that was good. That was a good game.
I'm gonna say UFC 2. Even though y'all, dude, that has probably the best overall game, like fighting game, like real, like up to date, like realistic fighting game. Like, bro, that's top notch, dude. I don't think UFC can make another like game like that, man.
Bro, Calvin, with the UFCs, because I've been playing 4 a little bit recently, man. And you played 4 yet?
Bro, it's trash.
It's trash. It's trash, but I forgot, man. UFC is the only game that can really like get under my skin. Like that can like legitimately like make me want to break my controller. There's no other game in existence that I would stomp on a controller.
Dude, because it's like when you're literally be whipping a dude's ass the whole game. They knock you down, get you in a submission, and it's done. And you're like, what?
You can't get. It's so frustrating, man. It gets under my skin, man. Or when you get on, I don't know how. Did you ever like learn the ground game?
Oh, bro, I learned the ground game, and I know how to submit and everything.
Yeah, dude, the ground game's the most fun to me. But when you get somebody on there that's an expert and it's like blocking every transition that you can do, man, it is the most goddamn frustrating game ever. It's fun though.
Bitch, there was one time I was playing, bro. I got up to I think like 280 something in the world, bro. Like it got so bad. It was back when I first moved in, when I went to college with Woosley and everything. When I was living at Stoffel, I don't remember if you remember that, bro. When I would play Hunter, I'd be like, bro, I'm about to put you a real naked choke. Do it, submit him. Submit him. You're like, bro, what the hell? He tried like I would purposely let his stamina go up so he could break to try to get out of it. So he had the upper hand on me. I'm like, nah, bro, take the submission.
Dude, I don't know why we didn't play each other, Calvin, because I got into the ground game big on that. I'd always use GSP and then get into you get in there. The key is you get in there and then just block their transitions and they use all their stamina and then mount up and just beat the fuck out of them.
That's usually what people would do if they didn't know how to submit people.
Yeah,
but the UFC 4, bro, just everything about it just sucks. Like the kicking, you can't even parry in the game anymore. Like, you can't do that. It's
not crispy, dude.
The punching aspect of it, you can't. I don't know, man. It's just some bullshit.
I agree.
I know none of y'all are Star Wars guys, but
Battlefront 2.
No.
Oh my God.
Battlefront 2 is lit.
Hey.
That was a good one. Yes, for the original Xbox or PlayStation, very good. But I was going Knights of the Old Republic. That shit was fucking awesome. The first, there's like the first. It's the first like role playing like.
Is that the Jedi that you're the Jedi?
Yeah,
which one's that one?
Yeah, it's Knights of the Old Republic. I don't know, but it was like the first like Star Wars world game where you could like you go to different Star Wars planets and you can either choose to go to the dark side or the light side, and it was really good.
I'm thinking of that one. It's kind of like Infamous.
Oh, you're thinking of Star Wars Force Unleashed, aren't you?
Yeah. That's what I like. And I like Infamous.
That was good too. But that Knights of Old Republic was like the shit back in the day. It was like the first like, you can go to all these different planets and all this other shit. It was crazy.
Let's wrap this up, boys.
All right.
I gotta go eat a tub of mayo.
I'm about to eat as well. Okay, good.
Hey, guess what? On my diet, guess what? Finest on this low carb diet.
Right.
What do you think? I'm gonna give you 10 seconds. What condiments can I have on this low carb diet?
Mustard.
Yes. What else?
Mustard. Just go with mustard.
No, keep going.
No, mustard. That's all I got.
Mustard and mayo. Ranch.
Mayo.
Yes.
Ranch.
Has no. Yep. Extremely low in carbs and sugar. Believe it or not. Yep.
Low or none?
Like low, like 1 gram of carb.
Oh, that doesn't count. Can't have it.
Yeah, I can.
No, you can't. Mustard.
Yep.
Takes you out of ketosis if you're trying to do keto diet.
No, it doesn't. Look. I know what I've read. Anyways, I can have that shit. I can have hot sauce. I can't have anything that's high in sugar in terms of sauce, which is practically which is ketchup. You didn't know that ketchup pretty high in sugar.
Yeah, I knew that. I know mustard has 0 calories, 0 fat, 0 carbs, 0 sugar.
Yeah.
What's your announcement?
Look, time out. Hang on, before we get off, I'm about to prove my fucking point. You go grab my bottle of ranch.
Because Mark, the last few episodes, his point has not been proven yet, so he got to get one.
Well, while he's
taking a lot of L's. He's taking a lot of L's lately, bro. He has.
Total carbs, Finest. What do you think? And my Ken's buttermilk ranch has. What do you think? Total carbs.
Buttermilk.
And total sugars. And 5? You're wrong.
What is it, Mark?
1 gram total carb.
Yeah,
Finest. What's your announcement, bro? No one gives a fuck about the carbs.
But Mark, that's 1, right? For what? 2 tablespoons? Are you measuring out your serving size on your ranch?
Absolutely. I'm on a diet. What are you talking about?
I don't believe that.
There ain't no goddamn way you are.
There's no way you're taking a spoon and you're.
Yeah. I'm on a diet. What do you think a diet is?
Oh, I've been on a diet not my entire life. I've been on a very long time. It's a great diet to be on because it's high carb, high protein. Anyway, guys, here's my announcement. It's an announcement I feel like I'm going to regret, like with the 30-mile run I did. But at the end of every month, I'm doing a 15-mile run with a weighted vest.
Right?
At the last day of each month.
What did you just say?
The last day of each month, I'm doing a 15-mile run with a weighted vest.
You know,
you can do that for me, man.
So
February what?
You know, February is short month, so that's gonna be like.
Well, shit, we haven't even got through January yet.
Hold on, so does it start at the end of January?
The end of every month, I'm doing a 15-mile run with a vest. So that means at the end of the year, I will have done 12 15-mile runs with a weighted vest. No matter what day of the week, if it's on a holiday, no matter what, I'm doing it. And I'm probably going to get up at like 3 o'clock in the morning to do it. So I kind of want to do it with no traffic. Because this time, instead of straining myself out in the middle of nowhere, I'm just going to do laps around campus. But yeah. So stay tuned.
By the way, Mitchell,
those videos will be dropping on YouTube, so make sure you follow your boy.
On a catatonic diet,
dude.
I was like challenge and no training. I gotta do all of them, no training.
Bro, you gonna kill yourself, man. Well, not after you do it a couple times, but that first one.
I'm nervous.
Them thighs, them calves.
Boy, when it really hits summer,
it's
gonna be done.
Well, that's why I'm gonna get up at 3 a.m. to do all of them.
His hamstring gonna feel like a fucking rubber band by the time he's done doing that 15 miles.
Hold on, fine. Are you not going to take into consideration that you might have work the next day?
I'll probably work that day. It doesn't matter, Calvin. When you want to push your body to the limit and you want to be great and do things other people aren't willing to do, you got to make sacrifices. And I'm just willing to sacrifice sleep.
My God, what you trying to prove?
I'm trying to prove that when I say I'm going to do something, I do it, and I can do whatever I put my mind to.
Roquan Smith just got fucking paid. 5-year extension, $100 million.
All right, fellas. It's time to wrap it up. I still got to cook and eat, and your boy got to be up at 5:30. So this has been a fantastic episode. We'll catch you guys next week.
Carb.
And Calvin, put that check aside. So we're going to promote this thing. We're going to get it done in May.
Bro,
All right.
Mitch.
Keto
No,
diet. You have
we gotta get this
25
on lock.
grams of carbs.
Hold on, Mitch. Since I'm putting something up, what you putting up?
A
Is it
bottle
no
of
Plane
ranch.
ticket?
A bottle of
no
Plane
ranch.
what?
ticket? A
A
plane
what?
ticket? A
Plane
plane
Bottle of
ticket
ticket
what?
ranch.
to Spring Hill.
1 gram.
Beat your
1
ass.
gram,
I'm
Finis.
going out of my way to beat your ass. What you mean?
He is going out of his way. It's a long flight. And
Nah,
he's crossing.
fam, that's not how it works.
He's crossing
That is
3
how it
time
works.
zones.
I don't
Yeah.
give a
Mitchell
damn.
won't even play me
Or
in
2.
Madden. Mitchell been talking that wet and won't.
Okay,
still won't
put up
play
your
me
check,
Madden.
Mark. We can have 2 events. I will fly wherever I got to fly to get this shit happen. It's a tax
there.
write-off anyway, so let's do this shit.
I'm there.
Just announce it to the IRS.
Hey, they know it's for work. It's podcast. We all got paid. We all got paid in December. All righty. We're out for real this time. We'll catch you guys next time. Dick.
I'm gonna chase my dreams.